Look, I really don't want this to be a Tesla and Ford channel, but the stories are coming in so thick and fast that it's impossible to avoid that result, at least for the time being anyway. Every day you wake up and there's another story about catastrophic losses and job cuts. And so it is today, as Tesla drops an absolute bombshell by axing most of its Supercharger team. The major point here is that it doesn't just affect Tesla. Superchargers in a number of countries can be used by other EVs. So the fact that Tesla is cutting its team will have a knock-on effect to other EV manufacturers and, of course, EV drivers. What does this all mean for the push for electrification? Well, we'll find out shortly, but it's just another in the almost daily run of negative media coverage for the Halo EV brand. I can almost hear the nails being hammered into the coffin. Welcome back to MGUY, British engineer and lawyer, now Sydney-based YouTuber. Be sure to follow me on the usual socials for more content, links in the description, and there's a code on screen. Scan that with your phone if you want to sign up for the occasional MGUY email. It'd be great to have you on board. As Bloomberg reports, Tesla axes most of Supercharger team in blow to other automakers. Ford, GM, other car makers in midst of tapping into Tesla plugs. Decision said to slow growth of network. Some may be rehired. Tesla Inc. eliminated almost its entire Supercharger organization, which has built a vast network of public charging stations that virtually every major automaker is in the process of tapping into in the US. The decision to cut the nearly 500-person group, including its senior director, Rebecca Tinucci, was made by Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk in the last week, according to a person familiar with the matter. It comes in addition to the more than 10% staff cut ordered in mid-April, the person said. The move will slow the network's growth, according to a person familiar with the division, who asked not to be identified discussing private matters. There are already discussions about rehiring some of those affected in order to operate the existing network and grow it at a much slower rate, the person said. In a post on X, Musk confirmed network growth would slow. Tesla still plans to grow the Supercharger network just at a slower pace for new locations and more focus on 100% uptime and expansion of existing locations. But it's the knock-on effect to other automakers that will really frighten the horses. The job cuts have left executives at least one other automaker, Rivian Automotive Inc., confused and concerned, according to another person familiar with internal company discussions. Rivian, Ford Motor Company and General Motors are among the car makers adopting Tesla's charging connectors for their battery-powered cars, giving thousands of customers access to the Tesla charging network. The job eliminations mean Rivian, Ford and others have lost their main points of contact in Tesla's charging unit shortly before the kickoff of the busy summer driving season. Brilliant timing, eh? Tinucci was one of the main executives building and managing outside partnerships and was thought of highly. Two people who had worked with her inside and outside of Tesla said. Well, it's just another day in the clusterfuck world of EV and net zero. But once this kind of thing starts happening more regularly, the legacy automakers will get even more spooked and will retreat to the safe world of internal combustion and let the bleeding edge pioneers like Tesla suffer the painful consequences.